Good morning, everyone. We are here today with our hard hats on to introduce to you all the NMC's latest publication, hot off the press today, titled Scaling Solutions Across Higher Education Toolkit. This publication is a follow-up to last year's NMC's report all about scaling solutions to some of the biggest challenges impacting access and equity in higher ed. Our work stems from research that indicates the U.S. is on track to produce approximately 11 million fewer degrees than the economy will require by 2025. So it's up to us to better serve student populations who are at risk of dropping out. With step-by-step implementation support, the NMC's Toolkit empowers campus leaders to convene scaling solution workshops that address major threats to learner access and equity. This toolkit is supported by the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation's Post-Secondary Success Initiative, which is comprised of a network of partners who are working on innovation and learning to increase student success. Through this digital learning initiative, the NMC aims to bolster access and equity for all learners in higher ed. During the past 18 months, we've organized a series of strategic events, including the NMC Zone Beyond the Horizon webinar series, to foster conversations and build awareness around the issues addressed in the toolkit. So now I'm going to pass it off to my colleague, Courtney Hall-Giesinger, to talk to you all more in depth about how to use the toolkit.
The challenge facing higher ed is aligning programs with deeper learning outcomes and the 21st century skills to help students meet their goals and build careers. As institutions implement digital learning technologies, they encounter a web of hurdles that can impede the spread of innovative solutions. The NMC Toolkit aims to help institutions convene conversations on their own campuses to address these challenges. The toolkit provides resources for groups to do a deep dive on 4 challenges and understand why action should be a priority for their institution. The challenge discussion activity includes themes for groups to explore the challenges within their institution's context, and exemplars of solutions in action, as well as sample outputs for inspiration. We include a student impact statement for each challenge to keep problem solving focused on learner needs. The toolkit focuses on 4 challenges that were explored in the NMC's 2016 publication, Scaling Solutions to Higher Education's Biggest Challenges. They are: Challenge 1, integrating student data across platforms. Challenge 2, scaling evidence-based methods across disciplines. Challenge 3, supporting adjunct faculty through tech deployment. And Challenge 4, financial aid for competency-based education. And now, a special message from another one of the toolkit authors, the NMC's Samantha Becker.
Well, hopefully showing.
Thanks, Courtney and Annie. And hi, gang. I hope you're having a blast at the NMC Summer Conference. I really wish that I could be there in person. Believe me, I am sporting my NMC red and blue from afar. I really miss all of you, but somehow I don't think that giving birth at the NMC Summer Conference is what's meant by breakout session. So I'm about to delve a little bit deeper into the new toolkit, but before I do, just a quick word to the wise. Don't you dare gong a pregnant woman. One of my favorite parts of the toolkit is the task force activity, because this is when participants take their solutions and start setting them into motion. We use a design thinking approach to encourage creativity at our event. We also recommend 3 task forces which are described in the toolkit. The first is the Framework and Rubric Design Task Force, which is all about measuring institutional readiness and impact. The second is the RFP Grant Development Task Force, which is all about designing an RFP for a program that supports the implementation of solutions to the challenges. And finally, we have the Marketing and Outreach Task Force, which is about bolstering visibility of the challenges and their solutions and constantly communicating evidence of progress to the public. The toolkit contains sample task force outputs, like the one you see here, just to inspire participants at your own workshops and get them thinking about what they can actually create when they put their minds to it. And if you're sitting there thinking, where do I even begin? The toolkit contains a slew of features, including checklists to have you covered for what to do before, during, and after the event. Throughout the toolkit, there's also activity guides to inspire you to think of possible activities for each task force and challenge. And then we even have email templates so that you don't have to reinvent the wheel when communicating to invitees and participants of your workshop. And of course, a sample event evaluation, because it's always important to gather feedback from participants. So we hope you'll take the journey with us, start scaling solutions by getting the toolkit. go.nmc.org/toolkit. Enjoy! So that concludes the toolkit portion of the presentation, but I've decided I do want Courtney and Annie to get gonged after all. So I'm just going to ramble for a second. Hope everyone's doing well in Boston, drinking the Sam Adams for me. I know I can't. Anyone with a black shirt, stand up. Anyone with a beard, stand up. Anyone without a beard, stand up. Anyone who likes dogs, pat yourself on the back.